Welcome back to another episode, BodyMore Bottles, with your host, Sponsorelli, aka Michael Brew McIntyre, aka Abraham Drinking. Today we're going to do a little PSA, let's call it a BSA, BodyMore Service Announcement. Uh, just kicking a little knowledge to y'all. It's a little something that's been, I can say, grinding my gears, I guess, pause. It's this whole single barrel thing that's going around in the whiskey industry. When you hear single barrel, you might think, oh, it's all this whiskey just came from one barrel, but that's not necessarily always the case because there's no legal regulations on what can be called a single barrel. They could be mixing different barrels together and slap single barrel on a bottle, and it's a single barrel. There's no way possible that I'm here in Baltimore and get a single barrel and you get the same single barrel in Michigan and it should taste the same because every barrel should be different, right? There's no way possible that one single barrel should produce 500 bottles if you bottle into that barrel strength, right? So what they've been doing is, well, not all companies, because if it's a store pick or if you get it from Taste Select Repeat, it actually is from one barrel. But a lot of these companies have been making single barrels and disguising it as a single barrel, but what it actually is a small batch. They get a couple different barrels, blend them together, make it taste all the same, and put it all out. Like uh, some companies like Elijah Craig or Larceny, they might put out a single barrel and they might number it like A122. So A would be the indicating that it's the first edition of the single barrel for that year. One would be that it came out in or that it was bottled in the first month of the year, which is January, and 22 would be the year. But some companies have been caught mixing barrels together and slapping single barrel in there. That ain't right. So same thing goes for small batch. They say a small batch, but small batch can mean that it's 5 barrels. Small batch can mean that it's 500 barrels. There's no regulation on it. Now, I'm not going to come here to y'all with a problem without offering a solution. My solution would be that if they say it's a single barrel, there should be regulations put on it that all this liquid comes from this one barrel. You can still number it A122 or B519, whatever, but just put different batches on it. Maybe this is batch one, this is batch two. You can number it batch one, A13, whatever, however you want to number it so that you can put out that same single barrel A122 and distribute it across the nation, across the world, however you distribute your whiskey. But that brings us to another problem we have here. A lot of these companies use other words such as craft. Like I said, they use single barrel, they use small batch, they use craft, distilled by whatever, whatever, to make you think that they're distilling this liquid. Often that's not the case. A lot of these companies get their whiskey from a company that you might have heard me talk about before, in the whiskey that in which is MGP. MGP, not 100, but I mean, it's getting there. I appreciate it though, bro. Uh, MGP is, excuse me, MGP is a company in Indiana. They make a lot of whiskey, and they don't sell it themselves. They wholesale it to companies, and companies can put it out. A lot of companies use it. Companies like Sagamore, Smoke Wagon. A lot of companies, but one thing I can say about it's like Sagamore, what they do is they give MGP two mash bills or recipes, and they send it back, and then they blend it together. And Sagamore now has their own. They did that until their own whiskey was old enough to put out, and now they put out their own whiskey. They may be still some MGP stuff out there from Sagamore. They might be mixing it with their own stuff to slowly phase out the MGP stuff. So it's all just their own distillate now. I don't know what they're doing. I'm just speculating. But other companies like Smoke Wagon, they get their stuff from MGP. They get a couple different barrels from them, and they blend it to make a specific taste that they like, and they put that out. But some companies are putting it out as if that they did it themselves. That ain't fair. They're not cash money millionaires, so they fooling y'all people. And I'm just here to shed some light on this for y'all today. Look on the back of your bottles. If it say distilled in Indiana, but this company is in Brooklyn, they got that stuff from MGP. Don't believe they lies. Uh, I think that's it for me today. Just a quick little episode. I want to put out some content for y'all. I missed a week last week, so just a little BSA BodyMore service announcement for y'all. Kicking some knowledge. I'll be back do this every once in a while. Hopefully, maybe I have some other little episodes where it's not just me reviewing alcohol, just kicking some knowledge or showing you how I make some drinks or something like that. So appreciate y'all for coming through. Be safe but stay dangerous. Drink responsibly, and most importantly of all, body them bottles. Peace.